Welcome back to Candy's Classic Game Shrine, everyone. And today, on Adventures in the Third Dimension, we're going to review Space Invaders Virtual Collection for the Virtual Boy.
Space Invaders Virtual Collection for the Virtual Boy is an arcade shooter published and developed by Taito. It released in Japan on December 1st, 1995. If you're familiar with the great arcade game Space Invaders, this game needs absolutely no introduction. Space Invaders Virtual Collection for the Virtual Boy, it's just a variety pack of modes of the beloved space game, as well as its sequel Space Invaders 2. For those of you that aren't familiar with Space Invaders, it's a late 70s arcade game that began the whole save the world from alien invaders plot. So, just to give you a bit of back history on that. You play as a little ship fixed at the bottom of your screen, and you can only move left and right, and it's your job to defend yourself from endless waves of space invaders. Each row of invaders amounts to different point totals, and after more invaders are eliminated, they'll all speed up. When they reach the bottom of the screen, it's game over. Or if you get hit by one of their projectiles. The game continues on endlessly, and the point is to just get the highest score. The controls in the game are fairly intuitive. You can use either D-pad to move your ship. L, R, A, and B all fire your laser cannon. Start pauses the game. L plus R plus start plus select will restart your game and bring you back to the title screen, so you can choose another mode if you wish. The original 2D mode is exactly what it sounds like. It's an original version of the games with a static background that isn't three-dimensional. The goal is to survive as many waves of invaders as you can within your 3-life limit. Virtual mode is the same as the original with the exception of there being a 3D playing field. Some of the old arcade cabinets actually try to do this too by having the playing field a bit more flat looking and slanted in order to make it look a bit three-dimensional. The play mechanics are the same as the original though. Challenge mode is still pretty much the same, and the game mechanics are pretty much unchanged, except you have two options. One is for time attack and the other is for score attack. Time attack focuses on how well you do in a short period of time with only one life. Score attack mode focuses more on your score that you accumulate within your 3 lives than the time you complete the challenge in. Each of the challenge modes are available in the virtual mode only though, so be prepared for a 3-dimensional playing field. If you're interested in adding this game to your library, be prepared to pay a nice chunk of change. Space Invaders Virtual Collection runs as high as $800 or more, complete in box. Loose has been nearly impossible to find, but if you do manage to find it, expect it to be $100 or so cheaper. As this is a Japanese exclusive, you'll only be able to import it unless you find someone who already imported it for you. This is another Virtual Boy game where prices tend to run high. This and Waterworld were the only $100 plus games that I've reviewed so far. If you thought this failed console was cheap to collect for, here's a dose of reality, guys. Is this a fun game? For an old fart like me, hell yeah. If you're from the Atari era or are interested in games from that era, this game is a great play. Just don't be insane and pay hundreds of dollars. Wait for a deal, or grab a Flash Boy Plus flash cart, or emulate it. Although when you emulate, be aware that you lose the 3D.
So everyone, that was my review of Space Invaders Virtual Collection for the Virtual Boy. Let me know what you guys thought of the video and the game in the comments below. And before I completely finish off this video, I want to say, take a good look around you guys, because this quote-unquote set/background that you see for the Virtual Boy videos and all of my other videos is going to change. This is the last video I'm likely putting out before I move from New Jersey to Washington State / the Seattle area. So yeah, it's gonna be a while until I can get some videos out, because my husband and I and a friend are driving across country because we have a bunch of pets that we can't really take on a plane with us. So it's gonna be a fun trip. Sorry, speaking of my pets, that was my cat attacking my camera stand. So yeah, I want to thank you all for tuning in to the New Jersey chapter, and I hope you all stay tuned for the Seattle chapter. Until next time, guys,